Welcome back to another episode of the How'd I Get Here podcast, the podcast for positivity, progression, and finding your own path. It's your co-host, Mr. Brown, Broken Guapo, 10 toes down, big head up. It's a new year. We're here to take over. What up?
What's good with you?
What?
So what's good with you?
I'm here, bro. What up with you?
I'm chilling. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's Ash's turn.
Is it?
In the felines.
Not the felines.
Marshall Special.
Mm-hmm. Who's Marshall?
The store?
Mathers?
Oh. Hey, y'all. We in the new year.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Taking no prisoners this year.
It's Tuesday. You know where I'm at,
smoke.
but it's not Tuesday today.
Oh, today's not too. I thought today was Saturday.
I feel like a Sunday all day.
I feel like it's been Saturday every day this week.
There you go. Well, yeah, when you've been off for so long,
you've been off,
the days
since
be
Jesus
blurring.
came back.
Since before Jesus came back.
Type shit.
Yeah, there he go again.
Before he came back? And nigga don't come back for a couple
his
months.
birthday. Yeah, it was his birthday.
Allegedly.
Right.
Not the allegedly.
Well, like scientifically, he couldn't have been born in December.
But, I mean, I don't.
He also couldn't have been white in the Middle East, but
Here
right,
we are.
here we are.
This is not I didn't know this was a religious podcast.
it's not.
It's
It can be whatever you want it to be.
We just sometimes like to
Go off.
break down and talk about certain concepts that people feel so strongly about.
And you know, I think what a lot of people need to realize about the How'd I Get Here podcast, we're not telling you how to think. We're
Right.
just giving you another opportunity of how to think. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just a different perspective.
Because there's so
Yeah.
many different questions to one.
So you don't,
Topic.
yeah,
And
you don't have to take
expand
shit to heart.
your mind. That's
Right.
all.
Right.
Yeah,
Little niggas.
Don't use 10%. Use 12.
that's crazy.
I think 12% is considered a genius, right?
Yeah, because we only use 10% of our brain, and most of us don't even reach 10%.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's just the tip.
Yeah.
By definition.
Sure.
Yo, that man is on a roll right now. Hey, yo.
He's like, right. Yeah.
You gonna say what up to the people, or that was your intro?
Nah. What up, yo?
Oh,
He said, hey.
Welcome to 2025. It's your boy Spence, King Aquarius, Foe Dog.
No, if you know, you know.
Nah, because I feel like people know, and if you don't, then like find out. But yeah, you know, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We got some folks in from out of town, living their best lives. You know, we just celebrating the new year the proper way, with loved ones, with positivity, with progression, and you know what? We're just gonna try to find our own path while we're at it.
That motherfucker had that shit cooked up upstairs.
Nah, that was up the door.
that was a good. Ooh.
Nigga was in the. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Hey, yo,
And you know, he just mad because when I pulled out the car, all I hear is, ah! And I see this big ass man coming out the car. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, I realized, oh, wait, that's his car.
That motherfucker scared
You
the
startled
shit
me a
out of
little bit. Because, you know, I keep my head down. I just walk right to the front door. I don't entertain no questions, no comments on the street. So when you came out the car like that, I was like,
I done scared everybody this week. It's
Man, that motherfucker yesterday. Who the fuck is that at the door? Nigga look like he blocked for the Philadelphia Eagles and shit. Oh, like, get the fuck out of here. Hold on.
Yo.
I always love hearing, like, first reactions when people meet Spencer. Because it's just great.
Yeah. Oh my God. So off camera. So my New Year's Eve.
We have one of these once an episode.
Yeah, like
It's actually funny.
There's things to talk about off camera. But my New Year's Eve was amongst a bunch of people who ain't never met me before.
Oh,
Hot commodity. But we can talk about this later.
everybody who don't know, it's my man's Moan. One of
He's
my
like, present.
one of my best friends. A One Take Productions, one and only.
I appreciate
Okay.
that. That's
The guy, the myth, the legend. I used to not like him. He used to get on my nerves.
I can see that going both ways.
Nah, that shit, yo, honestly, bro, I'm just gonna go from there. So I appreciate the intro.
Yeah, you good, bro. Go ahead.
Appreciate that. Yeah, if y'all need anything though, like y'all can come holler at your boy. But anyway,
Can we be more specific? Like, what you talking
Yeah, like,
about?
what's anything?
Go for it. So
I
look,
come to be like,
I'm
can I
on-
hold $5?
I'm on anything.
So basically, I have a media production company, right, where I help small and medium sized businesses scale their brand to essentially another level, right. But I do production. I've done podcast production before. Small videos, music videos. Like what's one of my artists over there? My guy right there.
One of my artists is that's a subtle flex.
I'm just saying, but
Get fancy with it.
I mean, I do stuff like that. I mean, honestly, I just keep it real simple. But my Instagram is A1Take Production. I just don't really like to talk about myself. To be honest, I like to let my work speak for myself.
Yeah, that's you and Jacob's problem. Like, talk, like talk about it.
I mean, here's my thing though, right? Like, I'm not a I'm not a person that goes on camera and is gonna gloat about the shit. Cause like I've done it before and I know where like for me like where my karma has led me in that space. But honestly, bro, like I feel like I'm that guy with that shit, and I know I am, right? And these people pay me for really for their creativity, for my creativity. So let me go and turn that motherfucker off real quick. My bad. They pay me.
That was your phone.
Yeah, that's a Justin's doorbell.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But they pay me for my creativity, so like brands and corporations are really asking me like, what can you do for me? And I'm like, shit, I can do whatever. But it just got to make sense for everybody. But nonetheless, though, I just appreciate the opportunity coming on here and really chatting with y'all boys.
Word.
But
and Ash.
Oh, and Ash too. I'm Ash. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I appreciate.
Bro, I got a gift for you, bro. This a vintage.
Not the vintage.
It's a podcast T-shirt.
This nigga.
It looked like it been washed 10 times in this print.
Right.
Bro,
In the dryer.
it's supposed to look like that, bro.
That shit was hang dried.
Give me the gift, bro.
I'm a drying rag.
Bro,
I even
like,
put in
you
the
really-
dryer.
Like I should just take it back.
No
No,
steam
because
press,
they making
no
fun of
nothing.
me.
They'll make fun of you. But
Yeah, right.
Right? Like if people make fun of you, you should keep doing what you're doing.
Depends on what you're doing, but yes.
Why? What?
Huh?
Yo, bro, I just want to say your beard is shining right.
Hey, talk about it, my nigga. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. It look good.
I ain't gonna say all that. I was just
Ash, my beard look good. I've been working on it.
no, that motherfucker got heavy beard oil on that shit.
I was like, hey, I ain't gonna gas him up.
Shit got heavy beard oil.
Right, my head big enough.
I was like, I gas him up. I save my moments to gas Spencer up when he least expected.
Vintage.
Vintage.
Yeah.
I get with you.
So what up, bro? So since you
hold on. We gotta go back to this point where like you told the people like you ain't like me and shit.
Yeah, because I want to know too, like, why you ain't like him.
bro, he was annoying.
You need to like explain
So,
that
like,
a bit more, because like,
bro,
what makes someone annoying to you?
So
That's
he
a
was
fact to him.
he was annoying to everybody.
Is
right?
that facts? Or
Yeah,
is that your opinion?
everybody in our crew would tell you he was like the annoying little brother. Cause
Okay.
like we all met in college, right? And then he was like an extension of us because we met him through one of our other homies.
Okay.
Right. So he wasn't like one of the college homies.
Yeah,
He
you
just-
wasn't put like the original like creation of the
Right,
group.
right.
Like, you just made yourself
Right. So then like
inside the group.
we will always go out and stuff, right? But
And he was there.
he's Mo, what you a year, 2 years younger than us?
I'm a year.
So he a year younger than us. So like when you get in college, you finally turn 21. It's like, oh, we could finally go to the bars and the clubs like
I see,
legally,
but
right?
you have to wait
So
for it.
now we could only go to like specific spots because the annoying little brother wanted to be with us, right? But like we wasn't gonna leave him, and then he
Right,
just like you know how Drew has no chill.
Right.
He got no filter.
No, he has no chill or filter. He's grown up, but like back in the day, he just say any and everything. He'd just be annoying.
That's not.
He was cool
that's
though,
not
and it's
lying.
one of those things like
not
you like we all together, so I can't be like, yo, don't bring Moan around. Like I didn't dislike him that much. He was just annoying.
This what it really is though, right? I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Talk to me.
From me and my personal perspective.
Oh, you didn't like me either?
I'll go off.
Hey, how did we get here? Let's go.
So
Yeah.
personal perspective, right?
Sounds
Here's
like we
me.
got some unpacking to do.
Let's do it.
So I'm here for it.
Wait, you know what? Fuck it, we gonna heal today. Let's heal. Let's heal.
Let's heal.
Let's heal. So this is what we gonna do.
Oh, child.
So, personal perspective, right? I know me, right? I call myself like a wild card, like a little wildflower, because
Wild flower?
flower.
Okay.
Like, you don't know what you're gonna get.
You like
Exactly.
a Venus flytrap.
He said I could grow anyway.
I hate you. Let him speak.
My bad.
It's
I was-
Mo's
I
turn.
was just trying to clarify.
So-
Moan. Moan.
She
My
puts
bad.
a mo like Kumo D. In
Yeah,
there.
like
My bad.
That's all good. So it's like I say I'm like a wild card because like you might not ever understand what you're gonna get, right? But when I'm with my people, I might feel like that. But when I'm not, let's say like I don't know you. Obviously, I don't know you from a can of paint. But if I didn't just see you in the street, hey, how you doing? Like my name is Ramon, right? But here, rambunctious ass, wow. You know. So it's just like when I'm comfortable right in my space with my people, I feel like I can, you know.
That's understandable. Most people are like that.
But then it's just like also too, you gotta have some type of like sense of respect of the people in the situation. And I was wilding out, so like I'll give myself that I was wilding out and I was acting crazy. But I'm not gonna front like I did not like this nigga though. Like I didn't. Right? I don't know why.
I could tell you why. It's because I was him, and there's not enough room in crews for like a bunch of thems, and he wanted to be him. And he didn't realize like that role was already taken in the crew. So like
So you felt threatened.
No, he felt threatened.
No,
I felt annoyed. He felt threatened.
No, I didn't feel threatened, right? What it really is for me is just like I'm me, right? Unapologetically and shit.
Right.
But I don't need somebody else like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you every 5 seconds and shit.
And you know that's me, like, cause he'll do something. He the type of dude like you'll be sitting there, he'll walk in and just give you a wet willy and walk by, right? And now I gotta shed light on what made you think that was okay to do, you know? Like, and he not used to people calling him on his stuff. Feel me?
shenanigans.
Yeah.
Type shit.
I see.
I got a question.
Tell me what
This
you
is for
think
Jacob
about-
though.
Is this your question of the day or this just?
No, we're not even gonna get to the question
Okay.
just yet.
I was just checking.
But like my thing is, so I'm glad. Are y'all healed? Is the wound so open? We got Coco.
Oh no, we Gucci.
Oh no, he sleep in my house.
Yeah.
Right.
He
Fact.
got my
We
slippers
Gucci.
on. I don't know
Oh,
if I'm
no.
supposed to say that. But,
No, these mine.
Oh,
He bought them. He told me how he got them.
Yeah,
I got these for Christmas.
you right.
As long as we stitched
He
up.
slept in my house, bro. We good. Like we straight. He came to DC and visited me.
Yeah, he gave me
Alright.
this jerk tacos. Them just fire.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, this was the impromptu DC trip.
2 years ago. Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Man, that shit was.
Not this summer. Not last summer. The summer before.
Get the fuck.
That was the clearest thing.
No facts.
That's what
I was like, ooh, the audio.
Bro, that was 2 years ago.
That was my first.
Well, it'll be 2 years. Like
yeah,
this 4th of July. That's when I fell off the scooter. But you got a question? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
my bad.
Oh yeah. I mean, it just seemed like you keep some chaotic friends around you.
You gotta keep them fun. You gotta keep it fun, like, cause like don't nobody want boring friends.
Nah, real
You know
shit.
what I mean? So you gotta have some excitement. You know,
I feel you.
cause if you just go into a room and could you imagine if I was chilling with 5 me's or 5 you's
You
or 5
do.
mo? I chill with 5 me's.
One, Drew.
That's 2.
Shit, me. I be wildin'.
Yeah, but like it's like I said in the last episode, which if y'all haven't listened by now, it's on YouTube, Google, Spotify, Apple. How'd I Get Here podcast? Share, like, comment, tell all your friends to tell their friends to tell their single friends to tell their moms to come holla at us.
2025, you're holding you niggas account. I'm sorry.
Married ones can listen to.
Well, everybody could listen, but those the ones that's my target audience.
2025, we all shenanigans.
2025, we alive. Yeah, so like that's the thing. Like I said in the last episode, like a circle of friends need to be composed of different, like components. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, I like, yes, we are all similar in some lights, but also we're very different. You get what I'm saying? So if we weren't somewhat similar, I don't think we could be friends.
I feel that it's
That's
gonna be,
real.
it's gonna be a chaotic wedding
My wedding,
for sure.
bro, it low key be killing me when I be talking to women. Which, by the way,
I'm about to wake up, take an edible, and just whatever the day
at my
goes.
wedding,
Yeah.
Oh
Whatever
man,
happens.
but that's the thing. Like,
That shit goes crazy.
it be killing me when I'm like talking to women and we just like talk about like weddings and stuff. Like, oh, what's your ideal wedding? Like, if the conversation come up,
Yeah.
and they be like, yeah, I don't really want like a reception. I'd be like, bro, I actually don't even care about the ceremony. Feel me?
Facts.
That reception is going to be epic.
That's
Like
what's up.
because I know me. You feel me? Like I know how I get down, so I need my wedding to be fun. Like,
Facts.
I need everybody to leave my wedding like, yo, I have not had so much fun like that since under the basketball hoops in the 8th grade type fun.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
That's a long ass time
and,
for a lot of
and,
people.
and my wedding gonna be split in two, right? From like 6 to 8 is for the old people, so we gonna keep it like PG, like, you know, be respectful, be mindful. Once 8:02 happen, y'all got to get out.
I was gonna say an early wedding is lit. Like having the reception around like 4.
Yeah,
Right,
bro.
because then you just go to the night.
You know what I mean? My wedding gonna be lit, bro. I gotta find somebody to marry me first, but shit gonna be lit.
And a good videographer.
Facts.
Oh no,
Nah, you can't work
I can't
that
work
day.
that day. I
Cut
can't
it
work
out,
that
bro.
day.
Don't
You're
say
right.
nothing.
Yeah, that'd be
like that.
nasty.
That'd be crazy.
I was like, you need
Crazy.
somebody that like you that's
Don't
not a
know.
friend.
Yeah.
So that way they can just do
Facts.
their job.
Which is sad because I know mad people that like.
Well,
But are they friends?
right. Friends.
You know, you're a cool acquaintance.
Yeah.
Trying to make some money this day.
Right.
Facts.
Boost your portfolio up or something.
Right.
Yeah, because it's gonna be some good times. That's-
Yeah,
yeah, I'm glad I stopped myself because where that was going, ooh.
Especially thinking of the wedding that way, because like,
Yeah, that's like, I'm getting wet. Yeah, bro.
Just put me in a nice little corner so I can
Huh?
people
So you-
watch and talk
So you
shit.
getting wet?
Come on, bro. That's not what I said.
it sounded like
That's what it's.
Oh, it did.
It
Oh
sounded
no,
like
that's
I'm about to
that's-
get wet.
I'm like, yo.
no, not at my wedding.
I
Not
thought
at my
that meant something. Yo,
Yeah.
I've been watching Snowfall too much.
Yo. So, bro, you got a question of the day for the folk, them?
Oh, I do. So what seeds are we planting today, January 1st of 2025, that we are going to harvest fall 25 or beginning of 2026?
For
'Cause
me,
today's the planting. We start watering in like April.
is hunger and discipline. I think I'm relatively hungry and disciplined already, but I really think that like moving into this year, like last year I kind of already planted seeds and ideas and I didn't act on all of them, or maybe I put them in motion but didn't really like push the ball.
I be forgetting where I plant my shit, so I ain't gonna hold you.
So, you know, that's where I'm like, you know, maybe pick 2 things, 3 things and really be intentional and like focus my time and energy. Like I was thinking about it today, like the podcast should get minimum 30 minutes a day from me every day, 7 days a week. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like my coaching business should get minimum 30 minutes a day from me every day. You know what whether I'm at work, because Lord knows I don't actually be working at work. So like giving
Allegedly.
no,
Allegedly.
I said what I said.
Oh my.
stand on it.
2025, we coming alive, bro.
business.
Feel me? So, they don't listen to this anyway. So what they gonna fire me?
I
kids
mean, your
do.
kids do.
That I be working at work.
I'm like, you don't think they might start scrolling, be like, "Hey, look, it's Mr. Oh," and he said he don't. Oh.
They be with me. They know. Yeah. So I think really just being like fully in. You know what I mean? Like enough. I want to do this and just like doing it. And people see me and they be like, "Yo, but you be doing this, you be doing that." I'm like, "Yeah, y'all see the few moments that I work." Which is cool, but I need to like really be emotional all the time.
Facts.
If that makes makes sense.
Nah, for sure.
fair.
I actually just posted it was like the law of 100 hours. If you do anything for 18 minutes a day for a whole year, you did it for 100 hours, and that's like 90% more than most people do it of any like, discipline or practice. So like, yeah, for the podcast, I mean, you even got to do 30 minutes a day, like 18. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
quick little 20 piece, but that's what's up. What you?
Oh, I just want to say I'm learning a lot through this little dialogue right now, so I appreciate y'all answers. I have no idea. I didn't think about this at all, but
We definitely just threw you into the fire.
yeah, y'all threw
too.
me into the fire. But
It's all right.
for me, it's kind of been on my mind. I guess I'll go with. I want to say my faith and my persistence, right? Like, I know that I can be very lazy with my approach, and honestly with my craft, like in my business, right? Just because I know what my end goal is, and I know like what I do is really to help people to like, for basically what I do. Like I feel like it's my ability, like my God-given talent to like help people to see like a brighter version of themselves, or like help people, help other corporations or whatever get to another level, right? But for me, I have to use that same practice I might use for like these brands or like these people for my own self, because I might fall behind the like 8 ball, and I can't let putting these people first and not put myself first. So like I don't need to make sure I'm persistent in my approach with everything, whether it be work, school. Like I'm going back to school this year also too. So in life,
congrats.
I appreciate that. Work, school, life, and just anything I do. So yeah, that's a big seed that I want to plant, because once that happens, like you're always gonna know the other side, right? And you can always be able to navigate and figure it out in your journey. So I think that's very important and very essential for growth, at least for me and my personal perspective.
I like
y'all
that.
That was a great question. Y'all gonna have to come back to me again.
No, I think you did a good job.
No, I'm gonna have some more to say later. I feel like
It's okay.
Oh, don't you worry.
Ash go drop some bars and then you can follow her.
Word.
Oh, I love this question because I feel like the last couple of episodes I've been really kind of like snowballing into this question almost, it feels like. Just because, like, y'all know this year has been such a trying year for me.
Last year.
Well, sorry,
Yeah,
yes.
right.
Ooh, my bad. Last year. Fuck 2024.
Facts, bro. I think I said it like 30 times last night, bro. I'm so happy this.
Wait, yes.
You scared the shit out of me,
my
bro.
bad. In my head, I was like, you got to explain the Nutcracker to Ash later. But yes.
Oh, I was like, wait, is someone walking in?
No, that the way you look, bro.
I'm gonna be like, Spencer, beat his ass.
You are too calm looking in that doorway for someone to be walking in, bro.
The light would have came on.
I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about how y'all all was like this behind me.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah, because he just, I was like, y'all know I'm small.
Y'all all, but I didn't mean to cut you off. I be doing that a
it's
lot.
alright.
I got to work on that in 2025. But I think I said like
Plant that seed
like
today.
45 times last night. I'm so happy this year is over.
Last year.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like just even talking with a lot of my coworkers, and because yesterday was my last day of work at my old job.
Hell yeah.
And just like talking to like a lot of my friends and family like out on the West Coast too, it didn't really seem like a lot of people were excited as they used to be, like, oh, like it's New Year's Eve, like we outside, like where we at, da 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 da. Everyone kind of just felt like, yeah, you know, like we're just ready to close this book. Let's start fresh in 2025, and that's where we gonna be at. But yeah, I think kind of to your point, definitely this year is a very big year for me as well, in terms of just like it's a rebranding year for myself. Like I applied to school, so I'm waiting to hear back if I get into school.
Nah, they gonna let you in, because if not, we're gonna go up to the school.
We running up in niggas' house.
I don't know. I already got like my first. It was half a denial, half not. Like they said I didn't get into the program I wanted to, but they said that they can put my application in for another program. That I'm like, I don't know if I really want to, because I still wouldn't be able to get into the program that I wanted to get into.
Yeah.
That I'm just like, thanks, but no thanks, and that's okay. But yeah, like I got my new big girl job now, and that just has like a lot of potential and growth in there as well too. So
How does that make you feel?
you know, everyone has asked me that, and I think I very much have set certain things in place for myself from last year, saying like this is what I want to do, and trying to see it through and not get discouraged because things are like falling short, or if I hit like a down moment where I'm like, damn, like I'm out bad, but I gotta pick myself back up. And really just leaning into positive thinking and like positive mindset. Like there is a lot of power behind that, and I don't think a lot of people do that enough. And I think that is definitely the seed I'm planting, is really honing in on that positivity mindset of just like every day making sure like I'm tapping in, of just saying like, okay, like what are the positives in this situation right now, and like how are we building from that? Not saying like, oh well, like you didn't get this, or like, oh well, you still waiting on that to happen. It's like, no, like these are what's happening, boom, we're gonna take it and we're gonna run from it.
That's powerful, because like I think a lot of times like people complain about the stuff they have, like going to work, the work that they have to do, or like their current situations, and it's like the first thing is like you gotta kind of like appreciate the situation, because I know
Right.
yes, it could be better, it could be worse, but like you like you need to work, you need this job. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Or like, man, I don't like if you wake up and your first thought is like, I don't want to go to work today. That's like a terrible way to start your day.
Right, because then everything after that is going to be negative. And I literally was
Right.
talking to one of my coworkers because she was saying like she was frustrated at the fact of like how work is getting to her. And I was like, listen, this job here will not create peace for you. They don't give a fuck about us. You have to come in here and create that peace for yourself.
Yeah.
Like no one's going to give you that in life. And just like having her understand that like throughout anything, like you have to create your own peace. No one's gonna sit here and give you peace. Everybody here is doing whatever the fuck they want to do because that's it.
You know what? And I think that's such a valid point. I feel like, okay, so I'll go there and then I'm going to another place. So people feel entitled, right? And I think when people get in these jobs, right, that they work for or that they want to get, people feel entitled when they get in these positions.
Right.
And everybody wants a handout. Everybody's coming to you like, what can you do for me?
Right.
And it's not about the work that you did, or like, show me what I can do for you, so like that way I can might be able to reward you for your situation.
Right.
So for me, prime example, like, so I live in DC, right, and I see a lot of individualism, and that's one thing I'm not used to. I'm not a person that's really individualized, right? I like to have a community around me, right? Community of people, community of friends, or just a network where you can connect and you can grow and help the next person get to another place. I have to create my own seat at the table a lot, but I have to make my own table, right? And there's a lot of times where I don't want to do that. Like I would love to join people there and meet someone there at that place, and we can bring our ideas together and formulate these new ideas in these situations.
Yeah.
So like I think now in this culture that we live in, it's just something about what you can do for me lately, and there's nothing that we can do about that. But like honestly, like just be the people that we are, and hopefully like spark the change and like really impact that situation. So that's
Those are the two places?
Huh?
I didn't want to cut you off. Those are the two places you were going?
Yeah, I went to the
dope.
first place, then the second place.
Nah, yeah, I was just making sure.
I got a third and the fourth place though, too.
I feel that. No, that's
We make snap.
nah, I feel that. That's all valid. Yeah, no, the question came to me because I was really reflecting on 2024, and I think the consensus is fuck 2024. But
It's a long way.
right, but the silver lining is that I realized that there are some things that I am taking from 2024 into 2025, which are good and necessary, but also I realized I didn't plant enough seeds in 2024 to bring in like a fruitful harvest into 2025. So
Right.
like
That's fair.
for me, 2025 is really about resourcefulness, discipline, and remaining positive. I think giving out more love rather than criticism is impactful and powerful. You know what I'm saying? Just growth.
Love that
So-
for him. I'm so proud of him.
You know, do it again. But yeah, so that's really what I'm thinking about going into 2025. So like planning that today, making it an active everyday practice.
And know where you planted it.
Facts. Yeah, hell yeah. Because I be having hella ideas and shit. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and then like I'm like, all right, let me put this here, and I'm like, oh shit, like where?
So why
shit
do
might
you,
be growing somewhere.
Right. You don't even know. Somebody's like, you know what? This is a nice plant. I'm going to take it.
Yeah, right.
They just stole your fucking plant.
So I think we all are like kind of guilty of this, but like, why is it, do you think, that we have so many ideas that we don't actually like put into motion or act on?
Ooh.
Paralysis by analysis, but Ash seemed like she got something.
That sounds like a crazy Pokemon.
Paralysis by analysis.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Dude,
Like, welcome to the How'd I Get Here podcast. I was
Hey, you
like,
met me, bro?
That was
Nah, I
such
know.
a genuine
I know.
question.
Like-
What's wrong with you?
Because I was like, yo, that was shit. I'm like, that shit was deep. He's like, yeah, that's a Pokemon.
I was like, if you stay here long enough, you just keep moving.
Yeah.
We
But
move.
you was ooh.
Yes, because going back to like another point a couple weeks ago where, you know, we get caught up in just like being a doer of saying like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I'm going to do this like next week, instead of actually taking the physical form of acting on that idea and saying like, if I say I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, let me sit down, get out some pen and paper, take out my laptop, research something. For a really long time, I was saying I want to go back to grad school. Like, I want to go back and get my doctorate.
Yeah.
And, you know, it sounds nice. Like, it was painted very pretty with a nice little bow on it. But then it was only until someone said to me, like, okay, cool, that's great. What have you done for that idea? That I was like, ooh.
Gotcha.
I was like, well, damn.
Punch you right in the mouth, huh?
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
Knock your ass out.
But sometimes you need that, though. Honestly, I think 2024 has taught me to build up more grit than what I started with, because I feel like 2024, it was really knocking me down a few times. And there's sometimes where I'm just like, I'm fucking tired. Like, I don't want to get back up. Like, I'm going to just stay here.
I think for me, it's very much the idea of talk less and do more. Like, that's one of the cliches that, like, I was seeing a lot on IG and stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's, like, really the idea of, like, if something comes to mind, right? Like, I got these 2 projects that I'm really, really working on, coaching and the podcast, right? Mm-hmm. If something comes to mind, bet we need to write this down and get this in motion. Right. You know, because, like, you know, us 3 was talking about it yesterday at the bar, right? And it's like, how many times have I told the team, like, yo, let's go do the live interviews. Let's go. Matter of fact, we were talking about this, I think, last week.
Yeah.
Let's go do the live interviews. Let's go do the live interviews. And we never do, right? And it's like those little things where, like, the podcast can be this thing of, like, while we're here during the episodes, we're deep and, like, you know, substance, but we're in the streets, we're showing a different side of us. You know what I mean? Or, like, y'all both have told me a million times, like, bro, you wake up at 4:45 every day, start showing your morning routine. And you literally told me that same thing last night. You know what I mean? So it's like,
people love a get ready with me.
Right.
They love that shit.
And that's the thing of, like, really humanizing the podcast, but also, like, I used the wrong word.
No. When she said people love a get ready for me, I was like, oh no, a morning get ready for Jacob could be crazy.
That might be a crazy.
I mean, it could be, yes, but like in general though, like the overall, like, it's get ready with me.
It's 5:15, like,
nigga in his boxers, listen to music, doing the cha cha. Like, yes,
there was
sliding across the floor.
There was literally a teacher at UConn when I went.
In their boxers doing the cha cha.
No. I can't remember his name, and it's gonna come to me like after the podcast. But shout out to him though, like. We listen and we move.
I'm sorry.
We listen and we move. Because I was like, that's not what we talking about here.
He
said it, but she didn't say nothing like that. You want to go off him, like, because he want to be him. But you want to be you. Go ahead. I'm sorry. There you go.
I love this because, like, this the shit that be happening in my head. I'm like, I need to say that. And I just have it in full form for me. It's great.
Hold on. Before you continue, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Do you ever sit there and look at him and be like, what the hell? Like,
yes.
Mainly I'm asking this. It's just like, because he'll sit there, right? And you know he about to ask you some stupid shit. And you know he about to do that. And he'll look at you like this. And he'll stare at you. And you know what I'm talking about. Because he'll stare at you, right? And he'll be like, yo, can I ask you a question? And I'm just like...
listen, we've got down to a science now. Whatever Jacob says, let me ask you a question. That's what you... Like, the next thing that's coming out his mouth might be crazy, but, like, you just gotta take it to the chin. You just gotta take it and be like, okay, let's unpack that a little bit, or let's move on.
I feel seen, and that's a beautiful thing. Because, like, it's, like, one of my favorite things, and to kind of, like, say how we were talking about the wedding earlier.
I'm sorry, by the way.
Right?
Too.
No, it's all right.
She used to it. Yeah, right?
No,
like,
it's love here.
You don't have to be used to that.
But, like...
Men abusing you, you don't have to be used to that shit.
That's crazy.
Whoa, time out.
Hold on.
Time out.
I get into podcast. We don't condone...
I was like, we do not condone abuse on the podcast. Wait a minute now.
Mental, physical, emotional abuse. But, like... One of the things I always enjoy, right, is like when my friends from college come home and mix with my, like, home friends.
Right, we've talked about that before.
Exactly. Like, my bachelor party is going to be one of those. My weddings, you know, like...
Is I invited to the bachelor party?
Pull up on us. Oh,
yeah? Oh, I didn't know. Am I invited to the bachelorette party?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Nah, she just saying it for the pod.
Fact. That's a fact.
She's lying.
No. Reel it back. The idea
What's
of
in the
like
bag?
reel it back.
Oh. My bad.
Not again.
You said I don't say nothing.
But like,
You look like Mega Mind. Keep that shit in your head, bro.
yo, can I live, bro? But like,
This was disgusting.
Just straight up disgusting. He's like,
but it's dope because like,
not again.
like he really like. Cause I know he don't watch the podcast,
you
so
Megamind,
it's
like-
one of those I've heard worse.
Okay.
Do he look like Mega Mind?
I'm
like-
not at liberty to discuss that.
It's
Let's
dope
just-
to
I
see
plead the fifth.
the worlds collide, you know, and that I could be myself, like same way with y'all, the same way with y'all. Like it's just nice to have the worlds come together.
Yeah, that means you found people.
We should have a Prince song in the background of that clip.
I'm screaming.
You was saying something, and then we.
I was
Oh.
to the bachelorette party thing. Yeah, I mean, if I make it to that point of my life, then yeah, Spencer can come
Okay.
That's wild.
with some contingencies, but he could come
I'm sorry.
as long as he on his best behavior.
I'm in
Good
the PJs
luck.
with everybody else.
I'm sorry.
He said, "Yeah."
I'm just not with you saying if, right? I'm a big. I ain't really with none of those if statements in my life.
That's
So
fair.
I think you need to go ahead and speak that out there and put it out there. So when I make it to that point in my life,
Okay.
it's gonna happen. But you don't gotta include him. But you can, like, if you don't want to, at least that's what I'm saying.
Oh yes, I do not feel pressured at
Okay.
all to like people please. I'm not a people pleaser.
I can tell that.
I ain't no yes man.
What's your sign?
Pisces.
That nigga's growling in my ear.
I'm glad
You
I
don't
had
like
to hear
that?
that today. Like, I
You don't like that, Spencer?
Nah.
Yo, so
Little.
let me ask y'all a question.
He lucky he don't got headphones on.
I gotta stop saying that and just start asking the question.
You know, we've
'Cause
told you
it's
that in the past, but it's all right. We love you.
Yo, quick sidebar, right? We was getting food earlier.
So
Still.
what y'all get? What is my plate?
What's the spot? Beach
Wings,
House.
we
Beach
got
House
wings.
Tavern.
Oh, so you hate me?
Wangs in Weathersfield?
Nah, it's in Yeehaw.
Oh, you went to Yeehaw?
It's right on the line, and their wings are good. So you know me.
Yeah,
I'll
because I was like, you are very.
Exactly.
He said so. There's certain towns that Jacob was like, no, I will never go there. Don't ask me to go there. Even if there's a nice ass spot there, I don't give a fuck. He's like, I'm not going there. We're like, damn. But why? Like, let's just go to the spot. He's like, no.
Yeehaw, one of them.
It's West Hartford, but
Okay, that's
he
what
calls
it
it
is.
Yeehaw because it's very gentrified and.
Yeehaw.
He the governor of Hartford.
Oh.
You know
No,
that?
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. So you guys, right? Especially like with you,
Yeah.
because you just got with the videography. What, 3 years, 4 years?
So, honestly, I really started it in 2021, like after COVID. I started in 2021. And do you mind if I?
No,
Okay.
that's why we're here,
Alright,
bro.
but-
Yeah, plug your shit.
So I started in 2021, right? And it was like a trip to New York City with my cousin. I had just lost my job at AT&T. I was a manager, and I
I
was
was
just
stealing phones.
So I was a manager at AT&T.
I wish we could just zoom in on his face.
So
I'm just trying to figure out why guys get fired from a place like
He looking at
AT&T.
you like you got.
Oh no, AT&T
One more
expect-
time to
like, expect
interrupt
a lot
him.
from you.
Oh, okay, my bad.
He looking at you. You
some
got one
things I'm
more
not at liberty to
time.
say.
All right, cool.
Right, he signed an NDA.
You could have just blinked twice and kept it pushing. All right, bro.
So anyway, so I went on this trip with my cousin. Shout out Creative Connect, but I went to this trip to New York City with him, and he was like, "Yo," he's like, "Cuz, just come to New York City with me. Everything's paid for, and just see if you like it."
Right.
Because he does the same thing I do.
Oh, dope.
See if you like New York or see if you,
know,
like the video.
yeah,
Okay.
Like
Oh, dope.
photography, like photos and pictures. Stuff.
Yeah,
He's been
yeah,
trying to get me doing for years. I was just never in that space. I was just always really trying to party, just live
Right.
recklessly, right? So he's like, just come with me, see if you like it. So I went. So I did some like BTS behind the scenes pictures for him and stuff. And he was like, damn, these came out great. And I was like, word, well, I'll give it a shot, right? And me giving it a shot, where like he ended up teaching me, and he told me like paying me though, and like I was just learning from him, and then I just really took my time and crafted it, and I had a lot of opportunities with him because like in the city, well, in Buffalo, like it's a lot of people that will go to him for his work, and like talented. He's been all around like in the industry and stuff. So I sat under him and he taught me everything, and it was like a whole bunch of trial and error though, right? But not knowing that this is what I would actually love to do. And so I'll go back a little bit too. So like my dad, this was what my dad wanted to do, but my dad just, back in the day with our parents, like it was hard for them to like follow their dreams because being black in America obviously is one, and then two, you need to like put some real money on the table. You can't wait for like a check in 60 days or like something like that.
They like following your dreams don't pay the bills.
Yeah, don't pay the bills. So like for them, it was never a thing. So like my dad always wanted to be in a space. So for me, it's just like, it kind of just came back in my life for that. But anyways, though, so
that's full circle. I love
that. It really is. So, to make a long story shorter, so anyways, I got in that space with him, and then I was just like, I just chose it, and we did a whole bunch of projects together, and then I was trying to like shoot stuff for the homies and stuff. I was just trying to really do everything. Like I shot a video for Jordan, just a whole bunch of stuff, right? But it was like a learning experience, and then I kind of expedited my process a little bit, and I moved to DC. And moving to DC, like it was like a growth period because like I learned everything I could learn at that time in Buffalo. It was so from like 2020.
Time to go.
Yeah, it was time to go and try to figure it out. But like I already had the blueprint, I had everything set, but it was not enough space for me to grow. So like for me, that I feel like, because Buffalo to me is like I tell everybody it's like a small pond, but there's like a lot of big fish there and people that want to grow. Right, but I think people need to move out of their situations out there, like their hometowns and their comfort zones, in order to grow. Because you can't see yourself there unless you're able to travel and have the means to do it, and like you're well connected. You can't see yourself in your own environment. Right. I personally feel like. So for me, the best thing I ever did was like honestly moving out and like moving to DC. And I was able to grow myself and like grow my brand to like where it is now. I mean, I'm not big at all, but I'm bigger than whatever I imagined, right?
Right.
And for me, it's one of those moments. It was just, I didn't understand that. So it's kind of crazy because I never ever thought I'd be here, right? I never thought like I would use media for my path. So like I had a podcast before back in Buffalo. I always wanted to be part of that. Like being some type of media production, I just want to help. Like my biggest thing in my life is to help. I love helping people. I love talking to people. I just love giving back and doing what I can. But this is my best way I can do that for people because like I love just delivering a product and like seeing like the looks on people's faces or like helping people get to that point.
Right. So
it's one of those things where it makes me feel good. And honestly too, and like I'm really big on divine timing and like principles and stuff like that, like praying to God, everything, right? And there's this guy that says I'm actually from my parents. So every time he sees me, every time I come home, I'm sorry, I'm gonna backtrack. So when I lost my job, he told me, he was like, yo, you're gonna make a lot of money with computers one day. But make sure you give it back. I was like, what the fuck?
Right,
like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Just do the Messiah or something?
Yeah.
Right, like you like
yeah. But like me and him never had a conversation before like this, right? We don't talk. Like he'll see me, but I've known him for like 18 years though. But we'll just kick it like high and by. But he said it one time. Then all of a sudden he's like, give me your phone number. I start texting you. Dude starts sending me Bible verses every day, right? And I'm just like, okay. He calls me, how you doing? Using my heart to talk about you and pray about you. I'm like, yo, bro, you like tripping me out a little bit, but I'm with it though. Like,
he's like, I
ain't gonna judge nothing,
but like yo, I'm gonna hear you out.
What you doing, nigga? This shit
do this shit in private.
Yeah, like, bro, whatever you doing is working. So,
Sounds so. You do what you do, but do it in private.
It's like, don't call me and pray over me. It's like, no, go ahead, bro.
Sorry.
No, you a nut.
Right, the private thing, I was like,
that was funny, though. But anyway, though. So he would call me and pray over me and just tell me these things like, yo, just make sure you're doing what you're doing, keep God first, and just stay true to yourself and stay true to your principles. And I was like, all right, bet I will. And during that time frame, like I was trying to hop in tech, So like also too, a little background, like I was trying to get in cyber for a while during this time. Like I took a lot of boot camps trying to get to that point. And so like I have an end goal with everything, right? So I always knew like media was a thing I wanted to do, but I didn't know how I was gonna do media, how I was gonna impact media. So one thing when the first time he told me that though, just kind of really like stay on track with this, I was like, something's got to make sense for me.
Right.
So then moving to DC, I was able to kind of honestly figure out like DC. First things first, DC is like an aesthetic, 100%. It's an aesthetic. Like I like Hartford. I'm sorry to talk about your city, but like. This shit, the trenches, a little bit.
No,
oh, you don't gotta whistle that.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, this for sure. This motherfucker, the trenches, right? But like, but this is type of stuff. This is type of stuff that like I like to see, right? And it's weird, but just hear me out. I like to see it because there's opportunity, a lot of opportunity here, and opportunity. I mean, like to give back because what I really want to do. And, I mean, do you know that old cliche? Don't tell people what your plans are because they'll steal them.
Yeah, that shit go with my close friends.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't really care, to be honest, because I know I'm going to do it anyways. So, fuck it. Like, it's out there. I want to open up a studio, right? But I want it's it's not far-fetched at all, but to my people it might be far-fetched. But I want to go to every state in America and like, go and probably every hood or every little ghetto, right? And open up a studio. But the studio has to be focused with like creatives, like so people like us have a podcast studio in there, like a media production center, right? And like a space, and also cybersecurity too, like a tech studio. Because now, like, these are the new trades, I feel like.
Right.
Trades for, like, I guess, like, the new generation. But honestly, like, people of color, because, so, like, my grandfather, like, he grew up in, like, he worked in a plant. And they were going home, working in plants every day, 16 hours a day, coming back home and stuff. Like, that's how they really made money. But now, all this AI is here, like, all this technology is here. These can be, like, the new trades of, like, our people. And like bro, when I was growing up, I'm black and like growing up and shit, trying to figure it out. I didn't know that like I could be making 6 figures from an IT job, you know, or making 6 figures doing media production. So if I'd have known that earlier in life, the game would have been changed for me. So I think my biggest thing in life now is to give back in that space, is like really make that and create that and bring like-minded people in that situation, right? And just show like kids like, yo, y'all can do this shit. Like, this is opportunity here for y'all to grow. Like, I don't got to go be doctors and lawyers. Like, not everybody want to do that shit.
Right.
I don't got time to like do open heart surgery on nobody. I don't got time to like.
It's not in my calendar.
Right, like it's
on my bingo card.
The stars are not aligned for that for me.
I can't pencil that shit in today. I got to cut this man's head open real quick. I can't do that. I can't do that shit, bro. So I think that like if we're like, that's what I want to do, is be able to teach the next generation. So like for me, like that's where my journey kind of like, I guess all kind of what's the word I'm looking for, coincides. I don't know. I think
like that's how it all like kind of connects together.
That's like, it's interesting because you kind of took it like where I was like going with it, and I guess like that you read the question, but it's like where we are today, and I think, you know, I mean, Ash is the youngest, so she's kind of like, I think, figuring it out, right? But I remember being Ash's age, starting to think of like, hey, this is what I might have been around your age when the podcast started, right? But like as a kid, and obviously podcasting wasn't really a thing, but like just not knowing like, hey, this is where I'm gonna end up. Right. You know what I mean? Whereas now, like at 32, I could look back and see how like how soccer contributed to like me wanting to open an after school program, or how soccer made me so disciplined and led to coaching, or how, you know, all the little things that I would do would make sense to me having a podcast. You know what I mean?
Right. Like nothing was like random. Everything was like very intentional.
Right.
But see, like, yes, intentional, but like accidentally intentional.
Yeah,
if
like
that makes sense.
unintentionally intentional.
Yeah, right. Because it's like, I think as kids, like we don't know anything. You know, well, I mean, even as adults, you know, the saying is the one thing that you do know is that you don't know anything at all, right? But it's like as kids, we really don't know. We're either doing what our friends are doing, what our parents are telling us to do, like whatever's cool. You know what I mean? But in the sense of it, you're picking up these little nuances and little things that make you who you are. And then down the line, it kind of comes back to you like, wait, I do like talking to people.
Right.
I do like helping people. I do like cooking, like whatever. And I think it honestly, your late 20s is when it really starts to like marinate and be like, wait, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
Or this is where I should be going.
Right.
You know, but like even entrepreneurism, right? We had a class, I think it was my sophomore year of high school, an entrepreneur class, and we had to basically like they would give us a product to sell, and we had to make like our own business. And like you could like actually sell the stuff. So like one quarter we did the Emily's Italian Ice, and then the other thing we did like these thermal socks.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And they like you could either just do the business plan and just stop there, or
Right.
like the company would give us the socks and you decided how much like you were selling them for.
Yeah.
But like you obviously like if the socks were like $5, you had to at least be $5 so that the people
Right.
got their money back.
Right.
But even something as early as doing that
Yeah.
at 14, 15 years old, to me now really knowing like I can't work for other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like at a young age, that kind of like manifested itself into who I would be 20 years later.
Right. Right.
You know?
That's such a tough pill to swallow, realizing that you can't work for anybody. I think, like,
You said that's hard to swallow?
for a lot of people,
Oh, I love it.
I love it too.
Yeah, but not everybody's built like that,
Not every-
though.
but
Yeah.
you have to have I tell everybody, you have to have the right amount of fuck it in your system to work for yourself and to really choose you over these people. And I'm sorry, I'm cursing.
No,
Yeah, we trust me.
yeah.
I know.
We
but I'm
working
just-
on it ourselves.
I'm trying to 2025. I'm trying to be better.
Cuss less?
Cuss less.
Hold on, hold on to that thought, because you was like on something, but it bothers me when people like see the podcast, right, and they be like, y'all curse too much or buy that, right, and it's like if you listen to this conversation that we've been having for like 45 minutes, whatever it is, right, it's still of substance.
Very.
Right. And it's also not to say that we can't go sit in front of high schoolers or college students and have the same conversation without cursing.
But it's also not
Stamp.
as vulgar.
Right.
Excuse me, as
Right.
like some other like media.
It's podcasts
content.
out there that's nasty.
Like disgusting.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, how about you like just actually listen to the substance,
Right.
right, and realize that like, especially in 2025, we are offering something that like the youth want to do. We're like,
Yeah, sorry. Not to cut you off, but like what annoys me too is that these teachers who aren't from the inner city, who teach inner city kids, they just think miraculously this kid stopped cussing and they stop doing all the shit that they do during class after school. Like they're gonna do it regardless. Like
Right.
you might as well make it relatable and then also tell like, yo, there's a time and place. Like
Literally so.
that's it, bro.
Like
But-
you're not gonna curse at your boss. You're not gonna cuss at like someone who's like supervising you.
Who's not gonna cuss their boss up?
I mean, if it's warranted.
black
freeze it. Like,
If it's warranted, yes, but like teaching them like, you know, the time and place.
time and place, bro.
Yeah.
But it's like if you outside of work hours, if you with your like friends or whatever, and you just like chopping it up, go right ahead. Like do what
Especially-
you need to do.
Especially because the folk that's saying it, you're not gonna sit here and tell me y'all not cursing too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like don't try to act like a hypocrite.
we know y'all said the
holier than
N-word
thou.
behind the closed
You
doors.
know,
Right.
but that's just me. But my bad, bro. You's about to go off. You say you gotta have the right amount of fuck it in you.
Yeah, that's all we were saying. Like you just gotta have it in you, and people don't have that shit. Everybody think they got it. Don't nobody got that shit.
Cause it's not for the weak.
It's not.
Like
It's not.
to literally drop a stable income, whatever you're getting from that job, to say like, now I'm about to go out on my own, do this, know for a fact that like
Shit gonna be hard.
whatever you were getting from that job that was doing a lot of the heavy lifting for like benefits and all that stuff, like you have to figure that out on your own now. Like that stuff is not for the weak, and we're not here saying like you can't do it, like if that's what you want to do, because I know a lot of people are going to hear us and say like, oh well, they saying like I can't go do that. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. What we are saying is though, like at the end of the day, like you also have to be like realistic for yourself. Like sometimes you do have to step out of your comfort and take that risk, but you also have to accept the actions and consequences, both good or bad, because again, when people hear consequences, they automatically think negative, but it's like, no, positivity can come out of that. But if you don't take that risk on yourself, then you're never going to know. You're always going to be like, well, what if? Right. Or I wonder, like, right. I want to do this, but it's like, just do it. Right. Just go ahead and do it and know for a fact that like shit's going to be hard, but if you see it through, like, you will be better for yourself.
And essentially, like, it's like, how free do you really want to be?
Right.
Like, you can make the decision to lock in with that.
Sorry, we break out into songs
I like
sometimes.
Yeah. Go ahead and sing. I won American Idol in 6th grade, by the way.
Oh, heard.
What
vocals.
I won American Idol in 6th grade, by the way.
He a singer.
Was. Your school's American Idol.
Not was.
Not the actual thing.
No, the actual thing.
All right, bro. So what we're not gonna do is come on the podcast and start lying.
My school, bro. You said my school's American Idol, which is it's an actual thing. That's not a lie. It's an actual thing.
All right, so Ash, Spencer, like when y'all were kids, like where did y'all see yourselves like ending up going?
I love this story. Well, this question. Sorry,
I was like, you can answer it first if you like.
Oh no, you can go first.
When I was a kid, where did I see myself?
I always like listening to Spencer talk about his upbringing.
Hey yo, I don't know. Oh, I probably a professional baseball player at one point. Baseball was my shit for a while.
Not a drummer.
Frank Thomas.
Nah. Nah, I didn't get into playing the drums until 8th grade when I moved to Hartford. So like, when I moved to Hartford, I just remember we used to beat the shit out of them in baseball. So I'm like, I'm not about to play for these teams. Right. I'm not about to go out there and embarrass me. But I just knew I wanted to be successful. Like I just remember I wanted to have a lot of money. I always liked giving back because I just grew up in a somewhat religious household, and that was a big thing of like, you know, giving back to the community or like to people in some capacity. But I think I remember, it's funny, like I used to, when I was younger, I would go to people's houses, like mow their lawns, rake, shovel, just get bread. Like I had paper routes and shit. When I had to do my own house, I hated it. Like I'd be raking the yard, be like, I can't wait till I'm old and like I can hire someone to do this shit because this shit sucks. Little did I know I had a whole little
side hustle.
Yeah, I had a little side hustle of landscaping and shit that, you know, I was drastically undercharging, but like, you know, people was letting me.
Hell yeah.
People was letting me do it, and I was getting paid chicken for it. But yeah, I think I always knew I just wanted to be successful, have a lot of money, be able to give back, have a big family. What that looked like, I don't know, but I know every decision I made in my life has kept that in mind. Like, all right, is this going to get me to the next level in some capacity? Fuck it. You know? Like, I have a lot of fucking in my system. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, you said there's no ceiling over here. It's a little bit harder, but there's no ceiling and like unlimited like outcome.
Unlimited space?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my favorite thing.
Fuck it. So I'm like, yeah.
Love it.
I hate starting a job with a low ceiling. And like just a job that like has a lot of corporate BS. Like I realize I'm not a good corporate employee. I'm not a good employee, I'll be honest with you. I'm a horrible employee.
I'm bad at following instructions, directions. Yeah. Because
I hate being told what to do.
And I also struggle with authority. Like I just know that, and
it's literally like my my literally parent teacher conferences growing up.
Honestly, I don't
doesn't listen to instructions.
Yeah, nigga talks out of turn.
Talks back.
Yeah,
wow.
Twins just linked it.
Where have you been? Hey, probably in a mirror.
Nah, oh shit, that's crazy. Go ahead though.
Yeah, nah, so, yeah, you know, it's very interesting. I think at 32, soon to be 33 next month, it's crazy. This is not what I expected from my life, but I'm also, like, enjoying the ride, you know?
Yeah.
I find, like, a lot of successful people that I kind of study who are entrepreneurs or, like, philanthropists or what have you. They all say like, yeah, your 20s are bullshit. Like they're like,
yeah, bro.
Like,
they all say that shit.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you really don't learn shit. Like the only thing you learn in your 20s is how to start a bunch of different things and figure out what you like, what you don't like, and what you can incorporate together.
Your 20s is just experiencing.
Literally.
That's it, bro.
If you get lucky, you get lucky.
Exactly. But a lot of people who popped off, like, I'm even thinking about, like, some people I look up to now in the community, like, when I do the math of when they purchase their houses, when they, like, really start popping off in their careers, it's like mid-40s. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we're still very young.
I tell folks that all the time.
But, like, we also, that being said, we also can't, like, squander the time. Like, this is why, like, planting these seeds daily and working towards it. So, like, when we are in our 40s, we're in the position to do it, not like, oh, shit, I really wish I could do this, but this is a 10-year play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So... but yeah, that's really what I saw for myself. I never really knew what I wanted to do. To be honest, I didn't even know what my parents did for work for a very long time.
You said that before.
Yeah, but I just knew I wanted to have a lot of money. I wanted to be around people who look like me, who were successful, and be able to get back.
Word. Ash?
So when I was very young, I wanted to be a vet.
For real?
I can see that.
Like, really?
You give vet.
I mean, shit, I should have been because these bills. When you take your animals to the vet,
Should be
shit.
like 900.
That's why I don't have
They
that.
just got $100 cover. Some of them, it's like just to be seen is $100, and then it's like whatever else. I was like,
Oh yeah, to talk to me is $250. Okay.
hello.
Yeah. Oh, to sit at the table, $250 off the muscle, baby. My time is it's not
Yo,
cheap.
remember earlier how I told you I
Respect.
like how you talk, bro? $250 on the muscle. I would never say nothing like
I
that.
would.
I
Off the strength of it, yeah, I need to
see,
off
like,
the
but
top.
that you just said it so
Right.
cool. Like, you just wrote, $250 off the muscle.
But that's
Like,
how I've been talking. This is what you used to hate. I said this is how I've been talking, and this is what you used to hate.
Oh shit!
Nah, you was annoying back then.
Oh, here he go.
Cause you would be
Type
like,
shit.
you see how he just said $250 off the muscle.
And then type
Old
shit.
Mo would have been like $250 off the muscle and like pulled out no muscle and done something stupid like that. And now
Why is he a liar?
And now I gotta sit here and
I thought we healed.
no, we did.
We did heal.
Okay.
We
But
healed
he
from
just-
that. I'm still healing from some other things.
Oh, okay.
2024 was brutal, but we leaving
was.
that there.
Got
Some
you.
people's numbers got deleted.
Damn.
I told you, 2025, I'm on business, bro.
Hold on.
Ooh, who that? Hey.
Did you delete that number from like we talked about from yesterday?
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, for real?
It's gone.
Good shit.
Riddance. Oh. But yeah, so you thought you was gonna be a vet. My bad.
Yeah, no. So, I was very curious as a child. Like, I was very into like nature. Like, I didn't like play with dolls and stuff like that. Like, I was into Legos. I like to build stuff. I was very much into nature. Like, I always wanted to
You
understand.
still are
like,
too.
For
So
sure.
you still
Yeah, no, like I hate trying to hire somebody to do something for me. Like, I will just do that shit myself. Like, I will do what I need to do, go in the store, get it myself. I love showing people up in like Home Depot or even like the furniture stores when they're just like, oh, like, can we help you, miss? I'm like, no. I'm like, I know where I'm going. They're like, you sure? I'm like, yep. I was like, if I need you, I'll come find you.
You sure would set me off. Nigga, like what? Do I not sound sure?
I was just like, I'm
Yo.
good.
Funny as hell. Like you said, yo, dude, shut the fuck up.
That's her wood.
Take this damn help. Oh shit. Hey yo, that shit.
Be like, let me do my job.
Yeah, the fuck.
Scream at you for not letting me do my job.
Right. Be like, this one right here, she stole that. Why'd she steal it? Because she didn't let me help her.
And he gonna record you for like, yo,
Right, take
let me
something
do
out.
do my job. Nigga turned himself into HR.
Bullshit.
What's wrong with him?
It's not what the training manual said.
Tell me, no.
No, I'm sorry. Quick sidebar while we there. I used to work at the airport, right? I don't know why this means anything right now, but I think it's just a funny thing.
Two used to work at the airport.
You did?
Yeah, I used to do inventory.
Okay, I wasn't on that, but I
Oh.
never. So like I used to work for the airline, right?
He called your shit the back of the house shit. I wasn't on that.
Nah, I like that shit though. I didn't get to talk to people. It was a good time for when it needed to be. But sorry.
Yeah, I wasn't on that either. So I used to do the back, work on the ramp shit and do them bags, right? And but before they send you on like in the field, you have to like go through training, right? In like 2 weeks up in Rochester. In 2 weeks, they make you like watch a series of videos. The first video I seen was this dude walking past the plane, got his head taken off by the engine. I swear to God, shit
Oh
was,
my god!
Not where I thought this was going.
this shit was with. I should have perfect shot. This was going 0 dark 30 instantly. But yo, so look, bro, the shit was crazy. Right, dude was just like walking, and so like you know, like when like you ever seen on the when the plane's on the runway, the red lights is flashing. That means don't approach the plane. So dude didn't know it, and so he just
He skipped the video.
Clearly,
he did apparently, but think about this. I'm watching a training video and they was recording him like on this training video. Like he didn't know he was getting trained, they said. And they told us the story. Dude would just walk by the engine, like gobbled him up crazy. Pause.
oh my god.
So you ever been swallowed?
Okay, hold on. I got a story about that too. So, listen. While I was at home, right there, in like I think it was like during Thanksgiving break, smoke my little joints. I put it up on. I was like, I asked her, "You ever been swallowed?" I hit her with that, right? She's like, "No, but I got you." Like a vacuum. Yo,
Oh my god!
We officially got too comfortable.
yo, I'm sorry. I like that podcast.
Yo, let me ask y'all a question though. Yeah, we finishing that story. That's the right there.
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta go back to the airline shit.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I was like, anyway, about my vet story.
Yeah.
Let me say this real quick. So anyway, dude. So this was a real like thing though. So like this dude I really was working with. Like now he watched the training videos in class with me too, but apparently he must have skipped him or something like that. He must be like he a construction worker. He must be getting hit over the head with the hammer a lot or something like that. I don't know what's wrong with buddy. But so he was walking to go like so they got these trucks. You gotta like break the plane right. Light blinking red. He walking over. I'm like, yo, stop. What's his name? Devin. Like, Devin, stop. Dude don't hear nothing. Like nothing at all. And then the propellers was going off. Luckily they turned the propellers off. Dude,
Oh my god!
it looked like he got hit by a tailwind or something like that. And he flew, bro. Like, but he flew the opposite way. Luckily he didn't get ate by the plane. But I'm just saying,
Yo, what prompted either of those stories, bro?
Ash being a vet.
Yeah, you need a vet.
She's like, oh, you want to work with animals? I too worked with animals.
You want to work with? You wanted to work with animals?
I work with monsters.
Like, you ain't see their shit like I've seen.
No, you ain't seen nothing.
Okay.
Y'all growing up, right? Like, ever had fear?
Yeah. Spiders. Spiders.
Yep.
No.
Spiders
I don't
from
mean fear.
Jumanji?
I don't mean.
day,
I don't mean
watch
fear
that.
like
Nah,
that.
the Harry Potter spiders for me.
Yes.
Because them shits
Facts.
jumped out. I was
Big
like,
as
oh,
hell.
shit.
No, but I mean like fear of like doing stuff, right? Because like,
Nah.
Yeah, this is like I love this part. This shit's so unserious. But this shit's serious.
bro, I said
We are
doing stuff, and
seriously
you literally
unserious.
looked at me and went.
But I'm trying.
But I'm trying to ask a serious question. But like,
Sorry.
because bro, I just look at me, right? Like from my junior year of high school, I decided I was leaving Connecticut. I didn't know where I was going, but I knew that I was leaving.
You pick Buffalo.
You know what I mean? Crazy, right? But even then, from Buffalo, I moved to England. From England, I moved to Spain, Croatia. You know what I mean? And it's like the other day I was talking to someone about like a program that I might, like a training I might have to go to, and they were like, "Oh, is that scary to you?" And I was like, "Well, bro, I moved across the world 3 times. Like, what is sitting in the training that it's gonna be hard and change my life when I've literally moved across the world and knew nobody,
Right.
with nothing. You
Right.
get what, but like, at no point was I ever like scared.
Yeah.
You know, like I always knew, bro. I remember when my mom dropped me off in Buffalo because I got there for preseason and the dorms weren't open yet. She didn't even get to move me in. She dropped me off at the soccer house with all my stuff, with 6 white dudes, college kids that none of us knew. Which is like, all right, Jacob, you're in this house until 3 days. When you move into dorms, and that's it. Bye. You know what I mean? And at no point was I like, oh shit, This is real. You know what I mean? Like worried or never did I not take an opportunity out of fear.
Right.
You know, and I don't know if that's like normal or if that's like, was that me? Or, you know, because I know people probably think stuff and be like, nah, there's too much risk there. Or
yeah, like you got to play it safe.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to play it safe, or I don't know what the outcome's going to be, so I'm not going to do that. But for me, it was always like, my goal is to be a professional soccer player.
Yeah.
I am going to do everything to get there. If that means moving to Buffalo, I'm going to Buffalo. Like, when I moved to Buffalo, only person I knew out there was Jen. And I forgot that Jen was even living out there. And even Jen was in the pharmaceutical program, so I wasn't even seeing Jen like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, to move 6-hour drive away, not knowing anybody, and then a 6-hour flight.
Right.
Feel me? And I never once had fear or like worry.
Yeah.
Maybe that was my ignorance. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot to fear, but I was never once scared.
I think that's all like perspective, like, because these things sound exciting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think it's definitely like a mental like mindset and state of being to, you can either like live in fear or you can just understand like, yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty, but again, like
you said that.
You can't. Thank you.
You said all the letters.
I be trying.
Good job.
You never know what is out there unless you do it. So it's like, just go and do it and see what happens and just live from there. Because even too, somebody asked me yesterday, they're like, oh, like heard like you're leaving, today's your last day. And I was like, yeah. And they're like, oh, are you scared for your new job? And I was like,
What?
Why would I be scared? Yeah. And I was like, yeah, like I don't know much about like what I'm getting into, but that's also like the exciting part.
Yeah.
I just know those are the type of people who piss me off on the highway. Because you ever like I know I've been driving. No, let me land. Like, I've been driving a lot, like, throughout my life. I've definitely driven probably more than the average person. But, like, I hate people who drive who their first reaction is to hit the brakes. Like, yes. You can just take your foot off the pedal first. Like, you don't even gotta slam on the brakes. Like
your car naturally will slow down if you're not accelerating.
Like, assess the situation first. Like, but people people be like, oh shit, brake. Like, no, nigga. Like, you got 20 people behind you.
No, because they be forgetting that people are behind them, next to them.
Fuck niggas. So, like, yeah, sometimes.
Like, nah, take your shit off the road.
Or like sometimes if you're paying attention to who's on the road, you could actually just hit the gas and switch lanes. It's crazy.
Facts.
But like when you were saying that, I was just like, yeah, there's people who are definitely like more apprehensive of like change, growth, and like succeeding. I didn't know there was a fear of succeeding for a while.
Was your fear of succeeding?
No, yeah. It is. I had this conversation with my ex like 2 days ago.
I forget what the phobia terminology is called.
48 hours.
Like 2 to 3 days ago.
72.
48 to 72.
Yeah.
You healed or you healing?
I'm healing, bro.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm healing. We're in a great space though, but still.
Y'all got kids together?
Hell no.
Ain't nothing to cut that bit. Oh my bad.
No.
I didn't know it was fear of success.
No,
Me either. It sounds crazy.
Because you never been there before. So like, hold on.
Successful?
No. Hold on, because I know how your ass go real quick. Let me tighten this up.
He only an hour in. He got it now.
We only been talking an hour?
Hour 15.
Oh,
yeah.
So you've never been to the point where you want to go. Like you've never been to the point of success that you're trying to get. But like during the road to that shit, bro, it's scary for most people because it might be a lot for them to take on, right? Like you're trying to chase something, trying to follow something that you only can dream of. Like we're all dreamers here.
You're not scared of succeeding. You're scared of the journey.
The journey,
to success.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like
that I could get.
The dream is different for most people, right? But the outcome is all the same. Success for most people is like money and just situations, right? But for you, it could be like, oh, I want my school or I want this, right? For you, it could be, I would need this motherfucker to stop driving so goddamn bad, right?
Yeah. I need driving classes for everybody in Connecticut.
But like for anybody, like it just be different. But the journey to that situation is what people are really scared of because you got to deal with that shit by yourself, head on, face first. And can't nobody save you in your situation. So in that space, it's just like, how much are you willing to like really put on the line for that? Like you moved to Buffalo without knowing nobody to chase
or anything, bro.
Exactly, to chase at 18 though, right?
17.
That's even crazier. 17, bro. Like I went to school in Rochester. Like I thought I was in fucking Antarctica, bro. Swear to God. I really did, bro, because I didn't know nothing. Like, I was by myself, but that was the first time I was ever by myself, and I didn't understand shit. But to your example, bro, like, you chasing the dream, bro, and you said, fuck it, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta take. But your fucking meter was so big at that point, like, you knew what it was. Me, bro, like, or I guess other people, I feel like the more majority of people don't understand that shit till they really in it. You just was thrown in that shit, and you was just really with that shit.
And that was the thing, bro. I repeatedly threw myself into it.
There's people that throw themselves in the fire, bro. You're one of them.
Yeah, bro. And it like
there's people that need hands to get in the fire. That's crazy to sound.
No, it's real though. Yeah. And it was like looking back on it now, like knowing what I know about Buffalo, right? And people say it all the time, like, bro, you really moved to Buffalo. And I'm like, just like I was telling y'all, bro, I go to Buffalo once, twice a year. Like, when I'm stressed and I need to get out of here, of all the places I choose to go is Buffalo, New York. You know what I mean? But it's like,
but it's go to Cape Cod, go to Buffalo,
like, right? You know, but it's just crazy. You know what I mean? And it's like, now what I know about the city, it just brings me a certain peace. You know, but at 17 years old, I was so motivated. None of that shit mattered. Nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even take the time to find out, like, are there people of color out there? Is it diverse? Is it dangerous? Like, none of that mattered. I just knew I was going to play soccer, and that was it. I didn't even care about school. You know what I mean? But obviously, they got my major, cool, yada, yada, whatever. But it was just like, to your point, the fuck it meter was like, bro, this is what we're doing. And I really think, like, 2025 got to be like a fuck it year.
No, real shit.
You know, like, yeah, like, nah, bro, this is, like, we are doing this.
Yeah, you gotta keep your head down and, like, just do your shit.
That, like, literally.
Because a lot of people, like, back to that point before, yeah, like, I think that's, like, the nature of beast of life. Like, life dictates what you are doing versus, like, what you set out to do. And I've always told people this. I was like, you can plan out your life to a T. Like, have all your dots, all your T's, everything set out, aligned. And you start that plan, you're like, all right, bet, we starting on day one. Life be like, fuck that.
Tricked you.
Be like, take all that and throw it somewhere else because that's not what we doing.
Yeah.
And some people do not know how to bounce back from that. Some people genuinely be so thrown off that they're just like, I don't know what else to do. Other people are going to be like, okay, cool, like, let's ride the wave and, like, see what happens. And other people will sometimes be like that, and they're just like, okay, bet. Like, something gets triggered inside them that they're just like, okay, like, this is what it is, and this is what it's not going to be. And that truly will determine, like, who you are in this world and how far you will make it in this world.
That's real.
So,
yeah, because, like, who wants to live a complacent life? Like, even if you get knocked down, it's just like, ugh.
I feel like a lot of people do, though.
I've learned, like,
there's a lot of people.
There's a lot of, especially like when I first came to Connecticut, because I ain't know nothing much
land
about
of complacency.
I didn't know much. That's literally what I call it.
Buffalo
the state
is
of complacency.
Bro.
Like, I ain't know nobody would be so comfortable growing up here.
Y'all should go to Rhode
here.
Island. Rhode Island's worse.
Like,
like a million times worse.
I'm just like, how can you stay in the same space?
No, I lived there for a year
all your life. And like, they're like, yeah, no, I'm okay. Like, I don't want to move. Like, I respect people who are like that for their own reasons, but at the end of the day, like, I know that's not me.
But that's the thing. The goal is to be sustainable and
happy.
But there's a word like sufficient, right? But I don't think the goal is to ever be stagnant and, like, still. You get what I'm saying?
That does not fall on my list of goals ever.
Yeah, like, and like, at some
honestly,
point,
that is my biggest fear.
Right, like, I want a wife and kids and a business that's sustainable, and, like, I want things to run and stuff like that. But even then, it's like, all right, how do I continue to grow this business? Or I got to this point, right? And yes, you want to retire and, like, you don't want to have to work your whole life, but still, it's like, I don't want to just be.
Yeah, like, you want fulfillment from the things that you're doing. Like, you just don't want to do something to do something.
Right.
And I think, like, I know I look back and having, like, 2 immigrant parents, I think my mom taught me a lot about just, like, understanding there's so much to this world, going sick.
What the hell is wrong?
Crazy thing is, that's like the second time that's happened. Like,
It's not even the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
that's
Like,
wild.
No, like it get crazy.
You right.
Like,
I'm like, oh my.
that's the only time I hear that. To be honest with you,
That's valid. That's valid.
Yo, y'all boys. Yo.
Listen, we listen and we move.
Shoot, I got them on the camera.
Nah, that's a fact.
Not the
bad.
camera. But yeah, no, like, I think I've always said, like, I've truly appreciated having immigrant parents, especially my mom, because she has taught me so much about there's just so much to this world that, like, you to just not take advantage of that alone is a disadvantage to yourself. And, like, my mom moved to this country at 18 by herself in the dead of winter.
Damn, humble clot.
I can't stand this guy go to one trip and think he just can speak all the patois. But that's
Bro,
like,
it's not
not
even
even
that. They
patois.
used to call me the Puerto Rican Gallus back in my day
okay.
in high school. So
Heard you.
do you
Jose.
believe that? Just off the strength of what
you don't
he
even
just
know
said?
what that means.
What, the Puerto Rican Gallus?
Yeah.
That motherfucker just be talking.
All right,
He's
bro.
like, don't let
Bloomfield
him.
High, bro. Them were the days.
I gotta say one thing before we continue. This is so off topic. When I pointed at you, bro, it wasn't until I was agreeing with you. It's Brandon's fault why I don't like you. Why I didn't like you when we was, it's Brandon.
You just gonna throw B-Day
But I'm gonna tell you why it's B-Day fault and it's the Mario fault. I'm gonna tell you why. Remember we would hoop, bro, back in the day, but like you were hooping those damn Asics and those training sneakers and shit, right?
Yeah, I wasn't a hooper.
Yeah, but they be like, yo, mom, you should play Jake 1-on-1. We're like,
That's because they knew you couldn't beat me.
Ooh.
You can't beat me now.
Oh shit.
this was the exact problem. So I remember we balled up, right?
Bro, you had the audacity to tell me earlier you thought you was going to play D3 basketball, but you didn't even play on your varsity high school team.
Why did you put that on? Yo, something's got to stay between us.
I'm just saying,
You ain't got no discretion.
No,
You ain't got no
but your
discretion.
boundaries,
you was going to beat me?
but your boundaries did not have to do that. Your boundaries did not have to require you to say that. I'm done. Our friendship over.
He said you ain't got no screw.
So where you sleeping tonight?
That's a good question. I love you.
He's like, I'm just caught up in the moment.
I was in the moment.
I said, my fault.
He's like, I just caught up in the moment. I just caught up
He
in the
said, I ain't going
moment.
to steal your hat, though.
Yo, that shit, I'm sorry too, bro. I feel bad that I did that to that man.
Okay.
I apologize to him
That's
too.
good.
He called me about that shit. We talked about
Yeah.
it.
All right.
I stole our friend hat
Why?
like 10 years, like 15 years ago. And like to this day, I really think he don't fuck with me because of that hat.
Was it just like a basic fitted hat? Like,
No.
It was sweet,
Nah,
bro.
that shit was
It
hard.
was a dad hat,
It was
bro.
a
Shit
dad
was
hat.
sweet,
it
bro.
was like a polo hat, right? But
Yeah.
it was like a
It's like burgundy, wasn't it?
burgundy joint, but it was like a flannel material.
See,
Oh, yeah,
so this
yeah,
is
yeah.
the thing that I mean. Like, he would just do stuff like this,
But
and
like,
then
we went out, bro, because this what it was. We was at who I don't know who crib that was, but I think we was going out somewhere. And I was like, yo, bro, let me use your hat. It's like, I bet make sure you give it back. But I don't be seeing you to give your hat back.
yeah.
So it's just like I'm gonna see you when I see Jake or the gang. I'm not gonna see them boys for a minute. So in my mind, I thought at least. Then I seen dude. He's like, where my hat at? Bro, it's at the crib. I had it at the crib, bro. But then the shit was in my car, and then I got rid of my car.
With
but
the
then
hat
for
in
like
it?
3 years, bro. For like 3 years, yo, wear the hat, and he like joking about it, like you ain't getting your hat back, dog. Like,
He's
For-
like,
for real,
like
though.
for real. Like,
yeah, kind of
I'm
just
dead
instead of
ass.
just being like, bro, I lost the hat.
But I didn't think about it like that. I was joking because that's my personality. I'm like, bro, you ain't getting that shit back. But you was gonna get it back. But I was gonna give you the bread for it. But you was,
And never did neither of the two. Just for 3 years,
just
joke
beat.
about him, he basically.
Just beat.
But yo, I mean, we've been chopping it up for like an hour and a half. This is a great first episode of the year, yo. Let's Mo, since you such an avid watcher and listener, how do we end our episodes, bro?
yeah, bro.
Fran.
friend.
Don't do that. 2025. Don't do that shit, bro.
Listen, I need y'all to understand. This is the energy I'm on. It's like
All the smoke.
I'm a chimney, bro. I want all the smoke, bro.
A what?
Chimney.
Chimney.
Yeah.
Chimney.
No.
No,
Chimney.
you add in an extra syllable.
Yeah.
I am chimney.
Yeah.
Chimney.
Chimney.
See, that's Mary Poppins. It's not his fault.
Spoonful of
Well, so for those that don't know, if this is your first time listening or watching, we like to end our episodes with a 15 seconds of fame. So you get to like drop your plug, say a quote, whatever you want, and then we go down the line and finish with me. All right, we gonna start with you though, bro.
Oh, me. I appreciate it. Yeah, so my name is Ramon. A1T Production on Instagram. Facebook, A1T Production. Also, do not add my personal page. I will block your shit. Yeah, that's it for me. Shameless plug. I love everybody here. I appreciate life. I appreciate the opportunity to come on this pod and really rap with y'all. I appreciate that. One quote that I also live by too for me is faith works with a little hard work or a lot of hard work. You got to be persistent in what you want, but you got to really honestly pray about that shit and put the work in to get there. So that's my little 15 seconds or whatever it is. So
word. Ash Bagash.
My 15 seconds of fame is in the year 2025.
Stay alive.
No, not stay alive, but I think everybody just needs to come correct. Like, come correct for yourself, first and foremost, and then just come correct how you...
Not too much on the first lady, bro.
No, he's talking about
himself.
Oh, hey, Larry.
Me, never doubt. But yeah, just come correct for yourself. And 2025, I'm keeping my head down, and we get in the bag.
2025.
The year of the bag.
Dead or alive.
The year of the bag.
I like that. 2025, I'm stepping on everybody's neck, whoever fuck with me. But also, it's funny, I have this quote that I wanted to repost on my Instagram, but I don't like my Instagram followers knowing too much about me. And I know people who go to my close friends, they be like analyzing the fuck out of my posts.
Sounds like you gotta clean up your close friends.
Nah, it's people, the right people are in there, but like, like people just be thinking too hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, relax.
Overthinking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, just read it and move on. But,
like, is that about me?
It is, though.
Oh, that's when you gotta hit him with the, if it apply.
If you know, you know.
The shoe fits.
If you don't, you broke. 5-hour drive to see my...
Ha ha ha. No, I'm joking.
I think that was like
joke.
Babyface Rap Keem or whatever the Joker name is. He was trying to...
Hey, yo.
Go ahead, bro.
But the quote, because I've been in a lot of poetry lately. The quote is, "Study me as much as you like. You will not know me, for I differ in 100 different ways from you see me to be. Put yourself behind my eyes and see me as I see myself, for I have chosen to dwell in a place you cannot see."
Philanthropist had ass. Good shit.
You know what a philanthropist is?
That's what. Yeah. Oh, they give money though.
Yeah, okay. I was scared. I was like, that's not the right.
I took a poetry class in college. If you do want to ever read more poetry, I kept my poetry book.
Ooh, yeah.
I love her.
Oh.
Yeah, she alright.
And we're gone.
I like her, the woman who works at her suite a little bit more.
I don't know, but...
Yeah, you do.
Oh, okay.
From the live.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my 15 seconds.
He's scared that coochie. My bad.
Oh, wow.
See that's where there's certain lines. He said, "I'm out." Yo, thank y'all for being here, Moan, Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up.
Drewski on that.
Starting the year off right. My 15 seconds of fame. When you can see things in time and space, that means they are going to happen. With that being said, this is the year that we blow. This is the year that we grow
And make it happen.
And we standing 10 toes down on everything we saying this year. 2025, Dead or Alive. It's a wrap.
How'd I Get Here podcast brought to you by...